The Fumbled Anthology presents Edge of Darkness, a Call of Cthulhu scenario written by Keith Herber and revised by Dan Kramer, Mike Mason and Lynn Hardy, featuring Toby Laughlan as Jimmy Higgins.
You mentioned that everyone in the town is on edge. Why would that be? Is there something that we should be aware of?
Alice Micheli as Agatha Forchness.
Well, in that case, maybe I might even want to move in. It seems like a nice town. Would you say this is a nice town with a strong community, perhaps? It's just honestly, he just left me the house. I just wanted to go see what it is he's left, you know?
Alex Green as Oliver Freeman.
We're just here to, help out a friend of mine from the war, And I sort of flash my war medal.
And Liam Braid as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. And everyone else. Part 2. The House. So, while Jimmy's sleeping, he has quite a few vivid dreams. He worked with Mr. Merriweather a lot as his driver, and at times is just as his friend. And you just have a vision or a dream of basically a large, claw bursting out through Mr. Merriweather's stomach one day while you were driving him around, and it jolts you awake. Give me a sanity roll.
Oh! 96.
Oh!
What's your starting sanity?
75.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
It's good. It's fine. But damn.
Alright.
Oh, buddy boy.
Alright, you lose 4 sanity.
Oh, so you're down to 71.
Oh no.
That's alright, I got plenty more.
Wait, so when it says insane, is that the number we have to get to be insane, or is that how much we have to lose to be insane?
Get to. Sure.
You need to lose 20%.
20%.
So,
okay.
It would be calculating that.
I have about a match.
So 8. Oh, I have to lose 8. Oh god. Okay.
I think for Toby it would be 15 when he loses 15.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, things can happen when you go insane. All right. So yeah, you had this terrible dream, but you've all woken up, and you've probably met outside the hotel room or something.
Yep. Is Jimmy telling us about this dream?
No, Jimmy stays quiet.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can go and visit Professor Warren Rice again. See if he's got any update for you.
Yep. Let's go to the old mate. So, I guess Oliver, you have something.
Hey, Warren, how you going?
You guys didn't take long to get here.
Yeah. We took the old horse and carriage, just throwing it back, throwing it back. So you got that
in the 20s. Why are we taking?
Oh, they weren't that popular. You had to be a pretty rich guy to have it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, you got that. You had to look at that little sarcophagi thing. Yeah, what does that mean? What's that?
Well, I did. I managed to translate the hieroglyphs on the outside of the box.
Whoa.
I don't know if they're going to be of much interest to you because that doesn't really make much sense to me. But this is what I found. The glyphs on the inside, however, I have no idea. I've never seen those before. I couldn't find any reference to them in any of the translation texts. The markings on the inside, I've got no idea.
So, just having a read of those notes there. All right, Jimmy's going to read it out for everyone. Seeker of wisdom. servant, son of Ugor, Seth, deliverer of the people, slaves of the water, bearer of the spirits of Narloth Hotep, child of Thoth, seeker of wisdom. That's all it says.
I'm afraid that's all that the symbols said. They don't really make much sense to me. I don't know if they mean anything to you guys, but yeah, that's it.
And you said you couldn't translate the other ones. They didn't look familiar at all, not even a little bit.
I mean, I've done a lot of sort of ancient manuscript research in the past, but I've never seen those symbols before.
Oh.
I reckon we need to do a bit more research into this Ugar Seth and his mate Narleth Hotep.
Would you happen to know anything about these names or creatures there?
I know for sure that I've never heard of them in any ancient Egyptian context before. To me, they just sound like some absurdist mumbo jumbo terms. I'm not familiar with those names in any ancient civilization
Maybe
texts.
Agatha has occult knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Can you do some sort of
Could I do
roll?
like a check to know if I'd ever heard
Yeah,
of it?
you can check if you've heard of it.
I mean, any of us could.
Yeah.
It's just that yours is the highest.
Most likely to have had.
Can we all do one?
Can I do like both history and occult?
Yeah, sure.
Come on. I mean, they're both 25. I'm not very much. Come on, look at number 7. Oh, that's so annoying. 28.
Spend your luck.
Was that one off?
I don't push my luck. Don't want to push my luck. What's
What's
the
your number? 20.
28 and I got 25. You know what? Fuck it. All right, I'll push my luck. Can I push my luck?
Wait,
Because-
didn't you get underneath it? That's a good thing.
No, I got my things are 20.
No, she means that she rolled 28, but her skill is 25.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, 3 luck. Okay.
Yeah. Is there a way I could push my luck?
You can just spend the 3 luck.
Oh.
Does your luck regenerate?
No.
So what do I do spending the 3 luck? Like, what does that do? By
You just
spending
spend
the 3
it,
luck?
and then it counts as a pass.
Yeah, okay. Why not? I'll be 3 less lucky.
Yeah. How much do you have?
45. I can go down.
you're
I'm
alright.
alright. I'm feeling lucky. It's fine. I pass. Yay.
So you don't know too much about the occult world. You only know a little bit. But even to you, these names seem unfamiliar. But you have heard, you have maybe heard the names Yog-Sothoth and Narloth Hotep in passing, but you don't really know. You don't really recall anything about them.
Oh, that was bad luck.
Yeah,
That's-
that was that. Oh, you've heard the names.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I'm never spending my luck again.
listen, I don't know where I'm getting this information from, but might I suggest we, in my sleep last night, and absolutely not from any external third-party conversation we might have had after a session of ours last night, might we just head straight to the farmhouse and do some research there? It's just a thought, really.
All right, let's go have a gaze at this farmhouse then.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Hang on. Before we go to this farmhouse here, White, they said there was some sort of demon that was gonna come and kill us. Shouldn't we get like weapons or some shit like that before we
And
go
what-
there?
And what sort of weapon do you suppose would work against a demon?
Hey, I killed a lot of guys in some. I think we could just get some guns, right? You know, doesn't matter what it is.
I
we
mean,
could just
it doesn't.
shoot
They already tried all of that, and it just ended up ripping off someone's head and driving someone else crazy. I'm just saying, you could have something for your own peace of mind, but I don't think it will actually help against a creature from another world.
I think that if we end up in a scrap with this geezer, it won't matter if we've got it won't matter what we got, he's gonna lay us flat, so we best use our heads.
If there's anything you do want to purchase, it's probably best to purchase it here. You're not really sure if Ross's Corners has any sort of shops or anything.
There a healing potion or a first aid kit that perhaps we might want to buy?
I don't know about a healing potion, but
yeah, it's such a realistic setting that it's kind of like. Well,
but
I mean,
I guess it'd be a first aid.
There is
kit.
pretty much any. Like, I'd say the majority of items that you would think of, there's a list of here of what it would cost. So if you have an idea, just let me know.
Hey, the very least, we should go get some supplies before we go there, right? Like, who knows what could happen? You gotta be prepared.
All right. Let's go to the shops and stock up on these extremely useful and not at all just for our own peace of mind supplies.
So yeah, there's like a big general store of miscellaneous items just down the street. What are you looking for?
Oliver's looking for things that they can use to like make a Molotov cocktail.
Oh.
Okay.
He goes to the bottle-o.
Yeah.
But you can't buy alcohol.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's the
I
90s.
feel like Oliver would have a stash of constant alcohol as a war vet, right? Like
you can
something?
Yeah. No, yeah, you probably do find just some plain like just like straight alcohol, not as if it's
like cleaning stuff.
Yeah, you could probably find something like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna buy like rags. I'm gonna buy cleaning stuff, and I'm gonna get like had lighters back in the 1920s. I'm sure they did.
Or you could
Didn't they have those table lighters or matches? It would be matches.
Well, they had both. Yeah. So they had both. So
Did they have lighters? Oh.
Yeah. So right in your equipment that you're taking like a bottle of alcohol, some cloth, and some matches. Anything you two want to buy?
Yeah, I have first aid as one of my what was it called? Where it was like we didn't
skills.
tick it, but we added something to it, where it was like an interest.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty half decent at first aid, so I might try to find some medical supplies, like just basic, bandages, stuff like that.
Yeah, you do find sort of like a basic, but sort of like a first aid kit.
A rudimentary.
Yeah, so it's got a few bits of the basics in it. You could probably get one of those for like $10.
Some iodine and some bandages and some.
Yeah.
Enough to stop someone bleeding out.
Well, you'd hope so.
Can I also buy a knife?
What sort of knife are you after?
Oh, just like the biggest knife that like they sell.
A bread knife.
Like a bread knife, like the biggest knife they can sell, like a kitchen knife or something.
Maybe not a bread knife.
Yeah, you can have you go like
machete.
No, not a machete.
You could probably get like a meat carving type knife.
Yeah, like that. That works. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It'll probably cost you. It'll probably cost you a couple bucks for that.
All right.
So put in a weapon. You've got a carving knife.
Ooh.
And its damage is 1d4 plus 2 plus your damage bonus.
Knife is 1d4 2 and damage bonus.
Anyone else want anything?
Could I buy some sort of like earplugs, that would block out sound?
Yeah, you can if you like. Sure, you have earplugs.
Okay. Just trying to think what are otherworldly things likely to do?
It says here that the demon is the deliverer of the people, the slaves of water. The slaves of the water. So it might be some sort of Nile boogeyman. Some sort of, like, imagine Slender Man hanging out on the banks of the Nile. That's what I've got in mind.
What's good against water? Like fire's fucked in the case of water, so I don't really know what.
Electricity?
Oh yeah, tons of that in the 20s. What are we gonna bring? What's a portable thing we could bring that's
you asked
electric?
the question, I answered it. I used my
Is there some
knowledge.
sort of?
They probably had gas, like Maybe gas lamps or some shit. That's what you think.
That's not electricity. That's a
But
gas
like they probably
lamp.
didn't have. They probably didn't have.
All
batteries
right,
back then.
here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
You can list.
Okay.
You can list 3 more things that you can take, so we're not sitting here for an hour
All right.
discussing
Oh,
shopping.
I'm ready to
I
go.
think we're
I'm ready to
good.
go
I
with
honestly
it.
can't think of anything else that would be useful
I think
besides a
Oliver-
shield. But I don't think we
Oliver,
can buy
yeah,
that.
I think Oliver still wants a gun, but I don't think he's gonna get
Yeah,
it.
but the rule I will say is you can't just conjure something out of thin air later when you
Yeah.
decide you need it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. I think that's. I mean, we can't buy a shield, but like, is there like a 20s version of a shield or something? Like, big bit of wood? Or like, I'm trying to think what's going to be powerful. Nah, you know what? Screw it. There's nothing we can do. I surrender myself. It's fine. Let's just go. I'm fine. I got my little
can
knife.
Oliver
in my
buy a
earplugs.
gun? Can Oliver buy a gun? Is it possible?
How
for
much?
Oliver to buy a gun?
How rich are you?
What's my wealth? I have. Hang on. Ooh. It is $10 spending level. Cash 42. Yeah, that's my spending level.
Aren't you proficient in
Nah,
rifles?
you
Wouldn't want a rifle?
probably don't have enough cash on you to get something.
How short am I?
$2.
Sorry?
No, yeah, all right. You can get a little pissy. It's called a.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna flash the attendant at the gun shop my war medal. I hope that he gives me a discount.
Oh.
Use have you got like a charm roll or something?
Dude, I'll lend
Yeah, alright.
you
I'll roll
$2.
charm. Okay, I've got 35 charm. Let's see what I can do with that. Where's my? Oh.
So you can exceed your spending level?
Yeah, if you
I'm
can charm
trying
him to a discount.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a discount.
He's only got to get $2.
Oh, so the gun's $12. Okay.
Yeah, hang on. No, I didn't have my dice ready. That's on me.
Just ask me for $2.
There we go. Got it. 11.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, the attendant was also in the war, so he's like, here, you can have it for 10, and I'll throw in 10 rounds for you.
Oh yes.
10 rounds.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So yeah,
God bless you.
say that. Write down that you've also got a 25, like .25 caliber Derringer. It's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 1d6.
All right.
And you've got like just say you've got like 12 bullets for it.
Well,
No more attacks. 12. Let's go with that. Oh, ammo 12. Yeah.
All right.
very
Enough
useful
of that. How
Alright.
it's about 9 a.m.
No, we're good.
It's about 9:30. How are you guys going to get to? So the village is about 15 miles west of Arkham.
We literally have a driver in our group.
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna drive. us.
I've got a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He can
Yeah.
chauffeur us.
is your Rolls Royce in England?
My understanding is that it was here.
Oh, okay.
Because I have the car keys in at the beginning when you said I get to have an item, a possession, it was the car.
He brought it over with him from England.
Okay, cool. Yes. All right, sure. You can all hop in the car.
We all hop in my delicious 1922 Rolls Royce Ghost
Oliver
that
has.
the Gov bought with all his
Yeah.
pounds.
Oliver's
His
got an ice
sterling
cream.
silver
And
pounds.
Oh no.
and he's
Is that
eating in the
nice?
back seat. This car's pretty swell.
It's about
Good
like
go.
a 20-30 minute drive out to Ross's Corners, and it gets a bit rural, so the roads are a bit dodgy. Let's make use of your drive auto roll.
Oh damn! Here we go. All right.
Let's go, Jimmy.
My drive auto is 70.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
give it-
watch me
give it-
roll.
give
Watch
it a
me
roll.
roll a 98. Need one of those. And one of those.
You got this.
You're kidding.
Oh no.
82.
Oh no.
Push it.
I don't know
push
why
it
I
all.
play this game.
Do you want to
Yeah,
swap
push it.
die?
Can I push it?
Yeah.
Push your luck.
But
Maybe I'll just spend my luck.
you need to describe how you're pushing it.
Yeah.
So like, what
Can I
do you
just
do?
spend my luck?
He
I'm just gonna
wants to
spend luck.
his
12
luck.
luck.
He's got tons of luck.
I've got 60 luck.
Oh, okay.
I'm a driver, for God's sake. This is the only time in the whole campaign when I'm going to get to drive.
Yeah, how much do you need to spend to do it?
12.
Yeah, well, it's up to you if you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
That's 1/5 of my luck.
What's up to
Well,
you?
you could try and push your luck narratively and try again, but you might end up crashing us.
Yeah.
We'll die.
I'm just going to spend the luck. We
All right.
successfully drive there.
All right.
Okay.
So there are quite a few divots and not really potholes because the road's just sort of dirt and ruts and all that sort of thing. But Jimmy Higgins is an experienced driver who does manage to dodge them all and get his
luck on his side.
he gets his Rolls Royce there, unscathed, and you arrive at Ross's Corners. It's quite a small little like hamlet of a village. You get the sense that once upon a time it was quite a thriving little farming community, but it doesn't really seem to look like there's been much going on in the past few years. There's a collection of buildings and homes surrounding the main street, but half of them sort of look like they're not being lived in at the moment. There's a church, there's like a little general store, there's a post office and a little gas station, and then like a community centre type building, and it's all just on one main street.
Is it just me, or have we just now begun the campaign? We got to the level where the campaign occurs. We should have got here in 10 minutes. It should have been he mentioned the farm. We go to the farm.
No, you can do whatever you like. So yeah, you sort of roll into the center of town. It's just one street. There's a couple sort of side lanes, but yeah, there's those buildings I mentioned, and then just half the homes that look like they're being lived in. Half of them look empty.
Okay. So pretty desolate, I'd say. Looks like now. So we see this house. Is there perhaps a giant hole in the top to say that something might have escaped?
The house isn't quite in this town.
Okay.
You're not really sure. You're not really sure where it is. The directions in the envelope didn't quite specify.
So we have to find a house. All
yeah,
right.
the envelope with the key, it just said that it was a farmhouse near Ross's Corners, and you're in Ross's Corners now.
So, if we were playing in a fantasy setting, I would say that we head to the tavern, and that we ask the local townsfolk at the tavern. But alas, we're not allowed to have alcohol, and this isn't a fantasy setting.
Is there a church?
I don't know where people hang out.
Is there a church?
Yeah.
What day of the week is it?
Yeah.
So there's a church, there's a general store, there's a little community centre, there's a post office and a gas station.
If you can't get
And then some
shit,
houses.
at least you can go to
Maybe
church.
we should. Perhaps we should split up and each take someone take the store, someone take the church, and someone take I don't know where that came from, the church, and someone take the community center, and then we meet up and we see what information we gather.
Cool. All right, Jimmy heads to the community center.
You don't even agree or anything.
I nod. And I turn abruptly and I storm off because I've had it up to here with you eating ice cream and Ghost and being generally a prick to me from the get-go. So I walk off.
Okay.
Oliver's going to follow Jimmy.
All right.
Oh, all right. So I'll take the other two on my own then, I guess.
Heavy sigh. Heavy sigh.
All right, I'll start with the church then.
All right. So Jimmy and Oliver, there's a little community center. It's just like a little just town hall sort of thing, just one hall. There's no real rooms in it. It looks pretty deserted though, and dusty, and it doesn't really look like it's had much use in recent times.
Are there any people around?
No, not inside. There's a bunch of sort of boards on the wall, with list of members of associations and all that sort of thing. But there's cobwebs everywhere. The floor, it's got leaves all over it. It's not really used.
Doesn't look like there's anyone here.
Can I do a check for spot hidden for look for clues if there's no people to talk to?
Yeah, you can.
All right. The spot hidden is 35. Ah, 49. I'm having the worst luck.
No,
That's not worth pushing.
it's just dust and cobwebs and old furniture.
Oliver's also going to do a spot hidden. He's 25.
Mm.
I got a 1.
Whoa!
Oh!
You got a 1?
Yeah, I got a 1.
Oh my god.
That's a
bloody
critical
shit.
10-0,
critical
10-0.
success.
There's a demon underneath the community center. You see it.
You see it. You see the solution to the whole campaign.
He's just doing a Sherlock in a mind palace. He sees some like ash and he just starts
He's like-
constructing the entire
Yeah.
scenario. in his
There were
brain.
3 molecules of dust on his lapel.
All right. So you don't really see anything either, but you hear the door behind you sort of open again, and in walks like this lady, and she's like, "Excuse me, can I help you? I saw you coming in here. No one ever comes in here. Who are you?"
Excuse me, miss. We're looking for a house. You know, we're cleaners, right? We're cleaning up a house for our friend Rupert. Do you know this? And she sort of gives her like a note with like the sort of his basic address of it. Like, you know where we can find this house?
It's described as a small farmhouse outside the village. It may have been abandoned for some time. We're here to clean it up for the next owner.
There's an old house that hasn't been lived in for decades that a few people purchased a long time ago, but no one's lived there.
That sounds exactly like what we're looking for.
Yeah, do you think you could give us some directions?
What interest do you have in the house?
The house has been purchased by a new owner from back in town, and we have been employed by them to make sure that it's all ready to go when the fam wants to move in.
I see. She doesn't really look convinced by your story at this point.
Okay.
You want to try and charm him?
I could try. I'm going to use charm because I'm a handsome
She's an old lady
57-year-old.
and you're an old man.
Well, you can give a psychology roll to have a better idea of what she's thinking while she's looking at you.
Yeah, okay, that's better because my psychology is slightly higher. Psychology of 40. Come on.
Ooh, yeah, go on.
63. No.
All right, that's okay. I'm gonna try and charm this lady then.
Yep.
I've got 35, and I got a 23.
Oh, buddy.
So you passed?
I passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So what exactly are you saying to her?
Sorry, miss. Yeah, we're just, as I said, a friend of ours. We're just here to, help out a friend of mine from the war, And I sort of flash my war medal.
You're
at
gonna
her as well.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you'd charm her with your gory war wounds.
No, sort of accidentally, like, yeah. This a buddy of mine from the war. He's just bought a place, and we sort of stick together. I'm just trying to help out a guy who's sort of saved his sort of gave his life for his country. You gotta respect that. We gotta look after our veterans, right? They served us. They.
I'm sorry, dear,
So
but
charming.
I should have introduced myself. My name's well, people call me Ma Peters, but
Oh.
everyone's a little bit on the edge at the moment, and having some strangers walk into town doesn't always help the situation. Did you say someone purchased the property from Mr. Merriweather?
Yeah, my old friend Rupert. He, unfortunately, no longer with us. But yeah, he's unfortunately, we gotta help clean the house up for the new owners. Just trying to do a good thing for my friend.
Well, Mr. Merriweather didn't touch that place for decades, so I'm not sure what use of it is to you. But
Well,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
it's about 3 kilometers north of town. There's like a big tree that's been struck by lightning. You can't miss the tree. If you just turn left at the tree, it's there. But yeah, no one's gone near that house in decades, so I'm not exactly sure what state you'll find it in.
I want to ask her about why everyone's on edge in the town. I'll say, you mentioned that everyone in the town is on edge. Why would that be? Is there something that we should be aware of?
Well, a local woman went missing last night. Her husband said she went out to check on the horses and she never came back, so... Not a lot of people come through this town, so the fact that happened last night and some strangers have entered the town this morning, I'd just be careful with who you talk to.
Thank you for the heads up, miss. Really appreciate it. And I hope that woman turns up okay.
If you find her name's Maggie McFurter. If you do learn anything, please. There's a local sheriff. You can talk to them, or just let any of us know. We're desperate to know what happened to her.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for her. Thanks for helping us out. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Should we? We could try and find a bit more out about. Maybe talk to the sheriff or something. Find out about the disappearance. I just feel like if we charge into the house, we're gonna trigger that end game of the whole scenario before we know anything. So. This is an investigation game after all.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like. I'm not gonna. I'm doing my best to not railroad you into anything.
Hey, Jimmy, you think that missing broad might have something to do with what we're doing here?
I do think it would be wise to find out as much as we can. Could be that she might have gone missing in relation to some of the funny business that's gone down at the old place.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, let's go find the sheriff and see what he knows. You lead the way, Dad. I mean, Jimmy.
But you brushed my hand away when I tried to comfort you.
It's called character growth.
Oh, we're having an arc. A beautiful arc.
Meanwhile, Agatha, what are you doing?
I've gone to the church to see if I can find any information. So I enter. Is there anyone in there? Do I see anything?
You just see a man outside the church posting some sort of notice on the door.
What does the notice say?
Well, you can walk up and ask him, or you can just try and look over his shoulder.
I might just mosey on up and just kind of... What do I have? I don't have very good charm. I have good, persuade.
You can just talk. You can just talk to him.
Talk to him. He'd be like, "Oh, hi there, sir. I see you're putting up a notice. Would you mind if I had a little understanding as to what it is you are notifying people about?"
Well, it's my wife. I think she's missing. I haven't seen you before.
Oh no, I'm new to the area. You see, I have a very dear friend of mine. His name is Rupert Merriweather, and he unfortunately is passed no more than 48 hours ago. And he had some property down here that I'm trying to find the specific location of that he left in my tender. So I just want to go and find it and make sure it's all alright before we make it up all nice for any new buyers in the area.
New buyers? No one's moved into this town since that mob bought that house 40 years ago.
Oh, well, in that case, maybe I might even want to move in. This seems like a nice town. Would you say this is a nice town with a strong community, perhaps? It's just honestly, he just left me the house. I just wanted to go see what it is he's left, you know?
Well, a bunch of kids bought the house decades ago. They haven't touched it since. All the farms here have struggled ever since they moved in. I don't know what they did, but something's going on with that house, and it's ruined this community since. Half the population has left since they moved in. Now my wife's missing, and I've never met you before. What are you doing here?
I'm being honest with what I say. I just got left this house by a dear old friend who I hadn't seen in years, and I just want to see what is going on with this house he left. If it is as awful as you say, well then I will of course look to bulldoze it and ruin and erase it from the memory of this town as soon as possible. But in order to do that, I need to be able to find the house. So, would you be able to direct me to where this house exists?
Yeah, it's like 2 miles out of town to the north. Go nuts. But if you do find my wife, please.
Yes, you know you mentioned she's missing. What happened to your dear wife? Was this recent? She went missing?
Well, I don't know. She just went out to check on the horses last night, and well, she never returned. And I looked around for ages for her. I've asked everyone in town. They haven't seen her.
Has this happened before?
Well, no. There's not exactly a lot to do around here. At night, we tend to the farms as best we can, and then we just have a warm meal and we go to bed.
But you also mentioned the farms haven't been doing well since that house was bought. Do you mind me asking what you mean by that? This seems like good country. What do you think's happened there?
Well, I don't know. No one could explain it. The crops just weren't prospering. Some years there'd be a blight on some of the produce. This used to be a real thriving community, but when the crops don't grow, people just leave.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Like I said, I'm just honestly passing through, checking this out. I will go look at this house, and as I mentioned, if it really is as awful as you say, well, I don't have any interest in keeping it myself either. We can just destroy it, and hopefully the town can move on. Now, have you talked to the sheriff about your missing wife at all?
Yeah, he's aware, but he's not really doing anything about it just yet.
All right, well thank you very much.
He says it's too early to worry, but I know my wife. Something's wrong.
I would just take the man's hand and just be like, I'm sure everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go find my friends now, and I very much hope you find your wife.
He finishes posting the notice on the door and he walks away, but he gives a couple glances back at you.
Okay, well, I mean, I feel like that's enough information. Do I see? Like, it's a church. Churches are weird. Is there anything of note beside the notice, perhaps? Could I do a spot hidden check?
No, it's just a church. Just like the community hall, it doesn't look like it's used very much. There's like weeds and grass overgrown around the sides of it. It's not very tended to.
And that's the same with the community hall?
Yep.
Okay, well then I'll just, knowing the location, I'll just probably go and find Jimmy.
You all get the sense that this community's on its last legs.
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can look for. I would just go find wherever Oliver and Jimmy are. It's not very big, so I can't imagine it would take me very long, and I would just kind of tell them the information I found and this man I found, and that I don't really think that us sticking around and doing research is going to help, because these people don't seem to have any information or want to have any information for that fact.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a small town. You'll easily be able to find each other again.
Yep. Okay. Well, I've told you guys all that.
I think it could be worth going to the local constabulary to see what they've got to say about all this. They know that something strange has gone down at the house. Maybe the law is up on what's going down.
Well, I happened to ask the husband if they've gone to the sheriff or local police department, and he said that they're not even interested because it hasn't been long enough for anyone to be missing.
You know they're not hiding something.
All right, I just see it as potentially a waste of time in this town of people who do not care. But go nuts. If that is something you both wish to do, I suggest we go to the house.
What do you think?
Because we now know where it is.
I mean, I don't know what's going on. I want to know, what if this thing's connected? We gotta You think it's connected? In that case, I feel like we gotta stop it.
Well, to stop it, I feel like we need to go straight to the source, but...
So are you saying we should? Yeah, okay. Alright.
Okay, so are we going to the house?
Okay. Yep, Jimmy shrugs. He looks pretty resigned to it, so yeah, I think we're ready to go to the
Let's
house.
go to this house!
You're gonna jump back in the car?
Yeah, we're all gonna bundle into the ghost.
Alright, and you start driving. You start driving up the street and out towards the north, like you were told. Oliver, give me a spot hidden.
All right.
Because I assume you'll be in the back.
Yeah, my spot hidden is only 25.
That's alright.
Mine's quite high.
50.
Oy.
Yeah, you just look around the town. It's dead. There's not a lot going on. You do see a few people sort of looking out the window. Then they don't look. They're not sure why you're here either. You get the sense. It's not the most welcoming community from what you've learned so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone seems pretty damn depressed. Maybe we can help.
All right.
Well,
let's go to the house, eh?
Yeah.
We're going to the house. Let's go to this bloody house.
Let's go
So
get fucked up by an Egyptian monster.
So it's you drive towards the house. It's only a couple of miles out of town, and you do see an old tree. There's no leaves or anything on it. It looks like it was once struck by lightning and it's sort of half split down the middle. And so you turn left down the track that you were told to do, and you come into, it's not really farmland. It's more of just a clearing with a small wooden house in the middle. The clearing's probably like 100 meters across. It's completely covered in long grass. There seems to be like an extra dense patch of grass next to the house with a lot of wildflowers in it. Maybe there was like once a vegetable garden there or something. There's a tree out the front of the house that has like a broken old like rope swing, like with a wooden plank. It looks like the rope's long since rotted, and the plank that you'd swing on is just almost completely buried in grass and weeds at this point. The property's completely surrounded by woods all the way around, like 50 meters in each direction from the house. And it looks like there might be a barn behind the house. And yeah, that's all you see. The house itself, it looks rotting, it looks decaying.
And it's small.
It's small. It's small. Looks like there's one door at the front and maybe one door out the side, and
wow,
it's tiny.
I thought we were talking like.
Isn't there an attic?
There could be a little crawl space.
They mentioned there was an attic. That's where they did the seance.
I'll even give you a map of this place.
Oh,
how about that?
Map.
Oh yeah, all right.
You're spoiling us.
It's a small enough property. Well, normally with a map, like you'd have to explore it a bit before I gave it to you. But it's a small enough property that I think just by looking at the property, you'd get a good sense of the map.
Right.
So have a look at that and let me know what you want to do.
The barn's bigger than the bloody house.
Can Oliver do like a listen roll to see if he can like hear anything?
Yeah, go for it.
My listen is 60. I got a 42.
Great. So maybe Agatha and Jimmy have sort of started walking towards the house slowly to have a look around, and Oliver, you take the moment to stop and have a listen to see what you can hear. And a thought increasingly sort of creeps into your mind. You can't hear any birds. You don't hear or see any of the grass rustling as if there's little critters running through it. There's no like rats running across the building. There's no wind either. There's no birds chirping, you can't even see any birds, so it increasingly dawns on you that despite the fact that this place seems completely overgrown with life, it doesn't seem like there's any life at all. This has been the Fumbled Anthology. New episodes are released every Sunday. And for more information, please check out our website, fumbledanthology.com, or seek us out on the social media of your choice. See you next week.